Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Teachings of Queen Kunti. We are on prayer 21, which is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 38. What is our actual value? Kevayam nama rupabhyam yadubihi saha pandavaha bhavato darshanam yarhi rishikanam eve shituhu. As the name and fame of a particular body is finished with the disappearance of the living spirit. Similarly, if you do not look upon us, all our fame and activities, along with the Pandavas and Yadus, will end at once. Kunti Devi is quite aware that the existence of the Pandavas is due to Krishna only. The Pandavas are undoubtedly well established in name and fame and are guided by the great king Yudhishthira, who is morality personified, and the Yadus are undoubtedly great allies. But without the guidance of Lord Krishna, all of them are non-entities, as much as the senses of the body are useless without the guidance of consciousness. So the Pandavas, still today, they were here 5,000 years ago. We are speaking about them, Pandavas, Yadus. Why? Because they're devotees of the Lord. Otherwise, there have been so many great kings. The Pandavas are famous not only because they are great kings, but because they are pure devotees of Krishna. The Yadu dynasty is famous. Why? Because Krishna appeared in that dynasty. Otherwise, there have been so many great dynasties. There have been such powerful kings, moral kings, but their fame is not as much as the Pandavas. So it's only because of Krishna, and Kunti Maharani understands them, understands this point. No one should be proud of his prestige, power, and fame without being guided by the favor of the Supreme Lord. The living beings are always dependent, and the ultimate dependable object is the Lord himself. So we can see we are so dependent on so many things, although we feel we are independent. We feel we are independent, but how? We are very dependent. We are dependent on the sun to rise every morning. We are dependent on the air. If we don't have air, how will we breathe here? They're finished, story finished. If no air, can't even breathe. What to say? So like that, if we see that we are actually dependent, and ultimately we are dependent on the Supreme Lord, on the Supreme Lord. We may therefore invent, by our advancement of material knowledge, all sorts of counteracting material resources, but without being guided by the Lord, all such inventions end in fiasco, however strong and stout the reactionary elements may be. So we may be very great, but how long is that greatness going to last? How long? As soon as we give up the body, it's gone. So what was all that energy utilized for? Just temporary filling up of the ego, nothing else. So as soon as an important man dies, his name and form become unimportant, even though he may have been a big scientist, politician, or philosopher. As long as we are alive, our name, form, and activities are glorious. But as soon as the life is gone, the body is but a lump of matter. When an important man is alive, he may have so many guards, and no one can go before him or touch him. But when the same man is dead and lying on the floor, one may kick him in the face and practically no one will care. After the disappearance of the soul, the body of the important man has no value. And what is that soul? It is the energy of Krishna, and therefore it is part and parcel of Krishna. So when the energy is withdrawn, that is, when Krishna is not there, the body becomes unimportant. So a dead body, no matter how important that person was, when he leaves the body, then as soon as he leaves the body, we say, okay, now we have to either burn it or bury it or do something to it, immediately, no matter how important he was. Because it's the body that's not as important, it's the soul. The soul, that's an energy of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. The The soul is, we are the marginal energy of Krishna, part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna's energy and Krishna himself are not different. Shakti Shakti Mator Abhedaha. The sun, for example, is energetic and the sunshine is energy. As long as the sunshine is present, the sun is present. And if the sun were not present, the sun's energy would also not be there. The energy and the energetic must both exist. Although the Mayavadi philosophers do not accept the energetic, but only the impersonal energy, we must accept both the energy and the energetic. So we are the energy of Krishna. So we are not different than him. We are not different, but yet we are different. This is Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva, which Lord Caitanya explained to us. We are same like Krishna in the quality. We have same quality as Krishna, Satchit Ananda. But because we are part and parcel of Krishna, so we have the same quality, but the quantity is completely different. To give an idea, Prabhupada would always give the example of a salt which is there in a drop of ocean and salt which is there in the full ocean. The quality is the same, but the quantity is completely different. A spark of fire is also fire, but the heat and light from the spark of fire is completely different from the big fire itself. So that's how we are. Although we have the same qualities as Krishna, we are part of Krishna. So we are not different than him, yet we are different. Another analogy Prabhupada is giving is the sun and the sunshine. The sun and sunshine, the quality is the same. The sunshine is the energy of the sun. The quality is the same, but the fire and heat which is there in a particle of sunshine is very different than what is there in the full sun. If the sun were really to come into our house, we would burn immediately, but not with the sunshine, because the quantity of heat and light is very different. And so we can see the sun and sunshine, they're always together, can't take it away. You can't take away the sunshine from the sun. There is sun, so there has to be sunshine. There is sunshine, there has to be sun. That's our position. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are his energy. So we are always existing, always. So we are the energy of God. We are not God, but we are part and parcel of God. That's the point we have to understand. We are mistakenly thinking we are God. So while the energy works, the energetic remains aloof, just as the sunshine spreads everywhere, while the sun itself remains apart. Similarly, there is energy working throughout the cosmic manifestation. The cosmic manifestation consists of earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. These 8 material elements are separated material energies, me bina prakritir ashtadha. And we can understand that behind these energies, there must be an energetic source. So we have been hearing now in detail in Srimad Bhagavatam that how the material creation happens, how the Supreme Lord by his glance is creating one element after another. So because people get misguided, we think that material energy, she's independent. No, she is not independent. She belongs to Krishna. Krishna says that this Mayadhyakshena Prakriti, this entire material energy, this creation is happening under my supervision, under my supervision. So all these are energies of Krishna: earth, water, air, fire, mind, intelligence, false ego. All these are Krishna's energies. They are his material energies. They are his separated energies, separated. So for example, we are using electric power, but behind this power are the powerhouse and the engineer. Rascals do not understand this. They simply see the power of this cosmic manifestation, but they do not understand that behind this power is the power maker, the source of power. Therefore, Krishna comes and says, I am the power maker. I am behind this power. Krishna is clearly saying, Mayadhyakshena Prakriti. He says that in Bhagavad Gita, yet we don't want to accept it. That he is the person behind this material manifestation. It's because of him, because of his, and she is his energy. Because of him that everything is happening. She's the universal energy, as people call creative energy. So who does she belong to? She belongs to Krishna. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll stop here for today. It's okay. Yeah. And we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening and joining in. Kunti Maharani ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.